Hey everyone, it's Self and Treasure here, and welcome to this first ever art appreciation video, where you, the viewers, have sent in your own pieces of lovely, lovely artwork to be showcased to the entire world, the entire universe, the entire encyclopedia of life. Sure, that's a thing. Why not? I think the last time I did something like this was for my 100 subscriber special, which happened about a year and a half ago or so. I thought it would be a really great way to interact with you guys, to showcase what you guys can do, to showcase the world what your lovely art skills can do for you and can do for the world. For those of you who do know me, I am an art freak. There you go. I have a huge collection going on behind me, and I'm not gonna stop until every inch of my wall is covered in some sort of artwork. Huzzah! You know, I do not have a glass of wine for this. I don't even have a cup of water for this, but that's okay because you don't need that stuff to enjoy art. You really don't. When you're looking at artwork, the only thing you need is an open mind. A big thank you to all of the artists out there that submitted your work for this video. I really do appreciate you guys, and I'm so happy that I get to showcase your work. By the way, all these artists, you'll be able to find their links in the description box below, so you can go check out more of their art galleries, more of their work, and find out what they're all about. You guys have some of the most adorable artworks. Oh my gosh, they're just so freaking cute, and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. Oh my gosh, what a lovely piece of digital art this is. This one is called Auntie's New Pet by Amberstone16, and it's really cool to see all the different types of art styles out there. Like this one, for instance, has beautiful texture going on, especially with the snake, how the scales on the top of the head go down to the back, and then it has a nice smooth belly. So it's really cool how this artist gave him texture. And I think a snake fits Auntie's personality really well. Not just because he's a demon and all that, but because they're really relatable to each other, because they're so misunderstood. You know, Auntie's character is very misunderstood in so many ways, and snakes are very misunderstood in so many ways. So they just fit together perfectly as a pet and owner together. I think that is very clever. And I love the little green stripe that's going down the middle of the snake's forehead, and how there's like a little green snake-like glow coming out of his eye. That just goes to show you how connected they really are to each other. So I love that little smile on his face as well. He's just so happy to have somebody. He's just so happy to have that snake. And I wonder if that snake has a name. I don't know what I would name it, but oh my gosh, I can't imagine what Auntie would love to name it. I absolutely adore this. It is so cute. Very well done. Very good job, Amber. I also got to say that you did a very wonderful job with the shading as well. There isn't a lot of depth to it, but just the idea, like you have the shadows in the proper places. So you can actually gain a good semblance of where the light is coming from, where the light source is coming from. It also has really good composition, and I just like the effects going on around his face, how he's just kind of glowing, like he's just so happy. I love that expression. I love that expression. And even though you can't really see the snake's expression, I can tell that that snake is happy that he is with Auntie. So that just makes me happy too. Like they take really good care of each other. So awesome. Well done. Ooh, going the more traditional route with this one. This is called Charcoal Sean, and this is by Christian Gamer 76. And of course it is Jacksepticeye. It is a portrait of Jacksepticeye. This is actually a really cool drawing technique that they teach you in different art classes. I first learned about this technique when I was in high school, and that's where you divide up the paper that you're going to be drawing on, and you divide it into squares, and you can make those squares however big you want, 2 inches, 3 inches, whatever, or a couple centimeters, but you got to make sure that they're even and all that, because what you are supposed to do is also translate that grid onto a photograph of what you want to draw or what you want to paint or what have you. The idea of it is to draw in one square at a time based on the shapes that you see in that correlating square. So for instance, if his eye is covering like 3 different squares or whatever, you draw whatever little shape of the eye is in those squares, and then eventually the whole picture will come together on your drawn grid of that photograph that you copied from. Now, it looks like what Christian Gamer did with this one is they cut it. they cut it right down the middle. But I do know exactly what that technique is, and it's actually very, very helpful, especially if you're an upcoming artist or you're teaching yourself or you're learning by yourself. It's a really, really good way to get a feel for how proportions work and how shapes work, how shadows work. And, you know, just depending on what your art level skill is, it can come in handy. Even the professionals use this type of stuff. Christian Gamer, you did a really, really good job translating from what you saw onto this grid. That is really, really well done, and I really like how expressive his eyes are, and I really love the hand gesture and where the lips are and the shading of the beard and the mustache. That is really cool, and then that's not easy to do in traditional work. It could be so easy to fix something in a digital form, but with tradition, oh man, you gotta really, really pay attention to what you're doing. But that is really, really well done, and I love the different contrasts and the shadows, and you just really captured the essence of Jacksepticeye in this one. Very, very well done. I really like that. Ooh, so we're kind of getting into a little bit of a gory one right here. This one is called Darkiplier Hananaki disease, and this is by Pink Mustache Wolf. It is a fictional disease that you get if somebody you love does not love you in return. So it's the unrequited love disease or what have you. And basically what happens is these flowers show up in your lungs, and you slowly cough up the petals, or you slowly cough up the whole flower until it eventually clogs your entire airway system and you die if they don't love you back. It's a really interesting fictional disease for sure. I have no idea where it started from. I have no idea where it came from. It was trending for a little while in the art community, even though I have no idea where it came from. And if you guys don't know, Darkiplier is actually based off of a character that Markiplier plays on his channel. I really love how Pink Mustache Wolf captured the likeness of Markiplier in this one, or captured the likeness of Darkiplier. Like you can see the, like, they followed the shapes of Mark's face really, really accurately. Everything from the shape of the nose to the eyes to the ears to the shape of the jaw and how the hair lays on his face. And I really, really love the skin tones as well, because you got some really good shading going on in there. You got really good diverse color going on in there, so it's not just a flat kind of a look. If you're going for realism, that's key. It's key to actually have those values in there. And I just noticed this, that there's like some little wisps coming out of his shoulders, almost like he's disappearing because the person that he's in love with doesn't love him back. And unfortunately, this horrible disease has just completely taken over him. That is just like the saddest disease that anyone could ever catch, when you love somebody and they just don't love you back. Oh man. Oh, my heart. Ow. Uh-oh. Really awesome job, Pink Mustache. I just love how it tells a beautiful story as well. And it's a very tragic one, but I'm all for tragic stories. I love this one. Oh my gosh, this one is so freaking cute. He's just like, grr, why with the birthday? Why with the confetti? I don't blame you. I don't like confetti either. Dorkiplier. This one is called Happy Birthday Dorkiplier from Da Muffin Man. And I just love the expression on his face. He's so unhappy right now. Everyone around him right now is just throwing confetti in his face, and someone put the little polka dotted hat on him and he is not happy. I really love how this captures his grumpiness really, really well. Again, this is a play on Darkiplier, and I don't know why Da Muffin Man decided to call him Dorkiplier, but it's actually really, really funny. Really nice little play on words there. I see what you did there. But this picture just tells an awesome story about how he's just walked into a room and they like surprised him with a birthday bash and he is not happy about it. I think that's a really adorable idea. Just kind of like surprising these really grumpy egos with just a happy birthday blast, and they can't do a damn thing about it. They're like, grr. It's just so cool how we can play around with their characters like that. I absolutely loved it. Oh my gosh, it's so freaking cute. And you did a really good job with his mustache and with his beard and with his eyes and his hair, and he's just like, no. Very, very nice job to Muffin Man. I absolutely love that. It's so freaking adorable. Ooh, now there is a lot of stuff going on in this one. There is a huge story, and there is a lot of color, and I absolutely love every inch of this. I love every inch of this. This is so neat. This one is called Everything Is Not As It Seems by Miss Maggie. And she did a great job with the color, and she did a great job capturing Wilford Warstaff's likeness with the shape of his jaw and the little hint of pink in the mustache. Now, this again is one of Markiplier's characters called Wilford Warstaff. He is a really fun character. He's really psychotic. And this is also part of the Who Killed Markiplier series, as well as Wilford motherfucking Warstache, I think it was called, or something like that. It was a really cool series, and it kind of played more into the mind of Wilford and where the character came from and how he came about. And I really love the Who Killed Markiplier series. I almost said Killed Darkiplier. Whoever Killed Markiplier series was really cool, because not only did you get to see him come to light, you also got to see Damien come to light and Darkiplier emerge, and oh my gosh, it's just like a big chaotic, amazing, ambiguous mess. But I absolutely love how this comes together so perfectly. It blends into the weird side, the psychotic side, the dark side of Wilford Warstaff, while on the other side, it shows that he is a very capable, very able, very sane kind of a man. But he also is not. So it's like he melted into madness in a way, and we're trying to figure him out as we go, and we have these little clues everywhere, but we still can't figure him out, and that's the point. But anyway, a really wonderful job on this, Miss Maggie. I really love the story that you're trying to tell, and I really love the little bits and pieces here that let us know that there are other characters in here as well. That is really super cool and super colorful. Oh my gosh, this one is so adorable. Oh my gosh, that is the silliest, cutest, fattest penguin head I've ever seen. Okay, this one is called Is This Cute? By Luna Mikazuki. And I really love this. This is actually a fan art of when Jacksepticeye, I think he still is, playing Subnautica Below Zero on his channel. And this is a really cool alien-like penguin creature that he ran into. I haven't been watching the series, but this is a little penguin alien character that he finds, and it looks like they're so super friendly and so super adorable, and they got these big bulging fish eyes. They're like spider fish eyes, and then their beak on their head opens. I'm like, why? Why are you so cute? I really love the textures in this one, especially with the water in the background. I want to give that penguin a hug. Oh man, this is just so adorable. I can't get over the colors. I can't get over the color scheme. It really makes you feel like you're really in some sort of icy world, like you're really in Antarctica, with the blandness of the sky and the cool reflective color of the water, and just overall the blues and the grays, just how everything comes together. Like the only warmth that you see here is in Sean's cheeks because he's blushing. And I also like the texture of the hair. That's actually very difficult for me to do in digital. So kudos to you on that. I really like that too. All right, little one, here's a big hug from all of us to you, okay? There you go, there you go, there you go. This one is called Jackaboy Man Upgraded by Kaleido. Kaleido has a really beautiful, unique style where it's semi-realism but also cartoonish at the same time. It's just such a really cool style, and I really love the way that they color as well, where the hair, for instance, how the light fades into the dark, and the harsh shadows just work so perfectly because you know exactly where the light source is coming from, even though you don't see it, or even though the characters are just kind of floating. But it just gives them such a great dimension and gives them such edge. I love how he is characterized in this scene here, because with the polka dots in the background, that is actually something that's very popular in comic books, and he is a superhero. So that's a really cute little detail there. I really, really love that. And plus just the color combination. One of my favorite color combinations happens to be yellow and light blue, or yellow and baby blue. And everything just looks so well. Like the proportions are very good. The details of the fingers are really well done. And even the shape of the muscles, like on the thighs, even though they're not like properly, even just the shape of the thighs and the knees, he's very casual, but at the same time, it looks like he's ready to get up and kick ass at any time, because he still has his mask, on. He has his knee pads on. He has this little beeper that he keeps to himself. So if someone needs him, he is just ready to go. And I really like the expression on his face. You don't know exactly what he's looking at, but you can just imagine what he's seeing. I'm imagining him at the skate park with his friends or something like that. The details of this are really, really good too. Not just the shape of the muscles, but also the scratchiness to mark where the hair is for the beard, and as well as the arm hair. That is a really, really cool detail. I really like that. So very, very awesome job, Kaleido. This is so beautiful. Aw, little Ron is so freaking cute. Oh, this one is so cute. PMA, PMA, PMA. This one is called PMA by Music Life. And I love this so much because it has all the characters in it without them actually being there. That is a really, really unique way of doing a still life, if you ever have done one in your lifetime, where you just paint objects that you see and you translate it onto a piece of paper or onto a canvas, and you can actually make those objects tell a story without there being a person or without some sort of weird expression being in there. And that's what Music Life was accomplishing with this one here. It is a very unique still life where you have all the different JSE characters. That is really super cool. I love how everything comes together. Like Auntie is in the bottom of the letter P, and there's the blood running down. There's the code for the computer, and how it just all kind of glitches away. And then of course there's Marvin's cat mask that is like ever going to be associated with him from now on for the rest of its remaining years. And then you got Jackaboy's mask that's wrapped around the letter M on the bottom there. You got some stitches for showcasing Robbie the zombie skin, because he's a zombie, so he'll fall apart. You know, that's what zombies do. But in the letter A, Jameson Jackson's mustache, the really thick mustache, is right centered on the A, so it looks like its face. And he's got the little monocle. Oh my gosh. So well played. And he's wearing Chase Brody's hat. Chase Brody, the amazing bro average sad dad that everybody has come to know and love as the alcoholic sad dad. And of course we have Henrik von Schniepelstein's famous or infamous, depending on how you look at him, mask. And I say infamous because there are some people out there that still think that he was conspiring with Auntie to get rid of Jack. Ooh. And he's not a real doctor. I think he is a good doctor, but that's just me. But anyway, I just really love how the characters just all came together without actually being in the picture. That is such a unique way of doing that. So good job, Musical Life. I absolutely love this. Searching for PMA, everybody! Found it! This one is called Septic Pirate AU, or Alternate Universe. One-Eyed Jack by I'm a Ninja. Everything about this one just screams energy. There's so much movement going on, not just with him leaning to the side, but it's also the arm is up here so he can see what's going on in the distance. The wave of the clothes against the wind, so you know it's a nice windy breezy day on the open seas. How it's nice and bright in the background. I love how you braided his beard hair. I love that little detail. And then of course he got his floating little sidekick right over his shoulder, because he wouldn't be One-Eyed Jack without One-Eyed Sam. Come on now. Or maybe that was his eyeball at one point and it developed its own sentient life. I don't know these things. I would think Jack would make a great sea captain, if I do say so myself. Even a great pirate sea captain. I think that would work out very, very well for him. Gosh, this is so awesome. I just love it. It just makes me want to go out and have a really good old grand adventure. That's the beauty of art. You can make up your stories just based on what you see. And this one is so imaginative. I absolutely love this. Great job, little ninja. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now we get into the nice, cool, calm picture. And this one is called Sketchybum, a sketchybum take commission by the Mega Nut. And I love this one because not only is it very colorful, but there's also a very serene, calm, just completely strewn about this entire picture. Like, there's a beautiful spectrum of the colors. There's a beautiful spectrum of colors going on in the background because it's a sunset, and you got the sky, you know, slowly turning to dark, but you got that beautiful sunset going on, and the character just looks so relaxed. Love the calming structure that this entire composition has, because a circular pattern or circle motion, if you didn't know, actually creates that serene or calm kind of feeling. It's just something that isn't so intense or something that isn't so busy for your eye. I really love how this drawing came together. I really love how this drawing came together, and it's just so sweet and so simple, and that's more than you can ever ask for in something like this. And I really like the texture of the clouds. I really like the translucent wings on the character here, and it's really super well done, and I really love the color schemes here. I mean, everything from the cools to the brights, from the cools to the warms, I mean, it just kind of all comes together, kind of like a Lisa Frank painting. It was so well detailed and just so pretty. I absolutely loved it. That was so much fun. I really, again, want to thank everybody who submitted their photos here for me to take a look at. It is so nice to interact with everybody and to see your beautiful artworks and see what you want to showcase to the world and what your talents are, and you're all very super talented. I can tell that you're really passionate about what you do, and I can tell that you're absolutely passionate about artwork itself. Very well done to all of you who have submitted your artwork for this video. Thank you so much. This was so great. I really hope to do more of these, or having some kind of art gallery event, or having some kind of interaction like this again, because I really do feel it's very important that we get the audience more involved as well. So just to help you guys feel more homey and that you are welcome in this community. And it's so super nice. It's so super nice. And it's so super nice to just sit back and just look at something just so pretty and just admire it for what it is, and admire the artist behind it who put all that time and effort and dedication into making it something very beautiful. So I'm very proud of all of you, and you guys are coming along so wonderful. Keep up the great work. Keep up what you're doing. Just take your time, practice, and eventually you will become the artist that you've always wanted to be. So I'm very proud of all of you. And on top of all that, I actually have an announcement for everybody. For those of you who are interested, we actually have a Discord server available for you guys to go join publicly. The link is in the description box below. I hope to see you there. I'll be popping in there. If you guys want to come chat with each other, if you want to come chat with me, I would be happy to say hello to everybody and just welcome you in. If you guys want to come join us and have a good time and make new friends and share what you have, then please click that link in the description box below. We'll be happy to meet you there. That could be another really great way for us to interact with each other. So I'm really super excited to announce that. And again, I am so super happy that I was able to get around to doing this kind of video again. I do want to make it like maybe more of a regular thing, but of course, you know, things get in the way, ideas get in the way, and things can be put on the back burner, unfortunately. That's just the way life goes sometimes. But I'm so glad that I was able to do this, and I'm so glad that we were able to come together as a community to put this together. You guys are awesome, and I'm just so grateful that you wanted to participate in this little art gallery here. So thank you. And your art, all of your art, all the artwork here today was so beautiful and so pretty to look at, and everyone is coming along just fantastically. I hope you guys enjoyed that little journey with me. Again, if you want to go check out these artworks for yourself, if you want to go check these artists out, you can go check them all out in the description box below. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed today's little video. Don't forget to do awesome. Don't forget to do awesome, be awesome, and stay awesome. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye. Bye-bye.